반갑습니다. 만나서 반갑습니다 if you are new. So one of my favorite apps for studying Korean and practicing Korean is HelloTalk. You probably all have heard of this before, this app before. It's super popular. I'm talking about it though because maybe you don't know. HelloTalk is an app where you can talk to native speakers of the language you are learning. It is a great tool for learning Korean, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of intimidating at first, especially if you're new to Korean because you don't really know the other person's language, so it may be very hard to talk to them on there because a big point of the app is to message native speakers. So it's kind of hard to talk to someone when you don't really know their language well and they don't really know yours. But we can get through that and we're gonna learn, we're gonna work together, and I'm gonna give you some tips on how to communicate when you don't really speak each other's language well, and some tips about just messaging on HelloTalk in general. So how do you get the most out of this app? Or in other words, what is the best way to use this app? Well, from my experience, I've gathered a few rules or general ideas that I think you should follow when first starting off on this app, and then after that you can do whatever the hecko you want. So the main purpose of this app is to talk to native speakers. I strongly recommend to use this function because it will really help you improve Korean, but I do warn you, there is always weird people on the internet, so you could always run into some weird person, so be careful. Also a disclaimer with the tips I'm giving, these are solely based on my experience, so maybe it may not be the best for you, but this is what worked for me, so I hope you find at least some of these helpful. So rule number one, or statement number one, it's not really a rule, try to get 2 or 3 people that you talk to and you stick to them like gum and you talk to them constantly and you get familiar with them. It's always good to have more than one person to talk to because every person you talk to has their own lives, so maybe one day you won't get to practice with a person because they're just super busy, or they may have a different learning level of English than another person you're talking to, so it may be easier to talk to someone else, like speak English with them, to ask about like culture or questions with one person compared to another who doesn't speak much English. But it may be beneficial to talk to the person that doesn't talk a lot of English because then you're challenging yourself to learn Korean. So that's why it's good, because you want to try to get like 2 to 3 people so you can talk to people with different levels. That way you can challenge yourself, or you have an easy person to talk to if you need help with a concept or you have a question. So I would recommend only talking to 2 or 3 people. That way you get a wide range of people from different skill levels, so you can either decide to challenge yourself or you have an easy person to talk to if you want to ask like grammar concepts or have something explained, because they'll know more English, so they'll be able to explain something better to you. So my second concept or idea or whatever, I don't know what to call these, I'll just say 1, 2, 3. There, making it easy for me. So number 2, when you start on the app, before you start on the app, I recommend learning a little bit of basic Korean. So if you're using a textbook, I would recommend just going through like the first handful of chapters. You should at least try to know hello, nice to meet you, my name is, and maybe just a few basic vocab words. And I would also recommend knowing Hangul and sound change rules before you use the app. That way you can really use the app for its fullest potential. And then from there on, then feel free to use the app, build upon your Korean. I just really recommend knowing a little bit of Korean to start off with, and mainly that introduction Korean, because that's going to be the first time you're messaging someone. You want to set a good impression, and also it's a great way to practice that introduction because, you know, after you start talking to a person for a while, you can't really practice that introduction later because that would be kind of awkward, like talk to a person for 3 weeks and be like, hi, nice to meet you, my name is blah blah blah. So that's why I really recommend learning that like introduction part. That way you can be very respectful when you first talk to someone, and you can practice that. You know what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm laying down? Good. Another thing is when you go through your material that you're using to learn Korean, or your textbooks or YouTube videos, whatever you're using to learn Korean, whatever concepts you learn, use it in the app. So try to work it into conversation. For me, I'm on the 3rd chapter of my textbook right now, and right now I'm learning is I like and I dislike. So when I go to talk to my friends, I would say like, oh, could we talk in some Korean right now so I could practice? And they'll say yes, of course, because they're very nice people. And I'll be like, I like dog. I'm not gonna speak it because I know my pronunciation's bad. I just started this chapter this morning. So I'm gonna say like, in Korean, use your imagination. I like dogs, what do you like? Then they might say, I like dogs too, but I don't like cats. And I know it's kind of boring right now, but as you learn more Korean, you can express your thoughts more thoroughly and be able to have more extravagant, nice, wonderful, amazing conversations. And then once you're done practicing, you can say, be respectful and say, is there anything in English you want to practice? And then move on. When you're messaging someone, just try to be very respectful in balancing the conversation. Like, you don't want to take advantage of the person and only talk Korean when they want to learn English. So try to find a nice balance and find someone who is serious about learning and is helpful and fun and a nice person and not some creepy person on the internet. Good luck. No, actually, there's a lot of really nice people on HelloTalk. I have yet to meet anyone too creepy, although I have seen YouTube videos of YouTubers experiencing really creepy things. But I've yet to meet anyone, and if you do find anyone that you find creepy or troublesome, you can report them right away. So it's not that big of an issue. My 4th thing is really make use of all the tools that HelloTalk has, all the extras HelloTalk has. Like, for example, when messaging, there is a voice option. So if you want to practice your pronunciation, grab your phone, press the mic button, and speak whatever you say. Say 안녕하세요 or 감사합니다 or whatever you want to practice pronunciating. Lastly, don't stress yourself out if you do not understand the other person. That's how I was at first. That's still how I am because I don't know that much Korean. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm only on the 3rd chapter of my very first textbook. I have tried to learn Korean before, so I do know a good amount of vocab, but I don't know a lot of grammar concepts, so it's hard for me to actually like speak my feelings. But like if someone says something like kopi, then I'm like, oh, coffee something. But don't feel discouraged if you don't know what the person's saying. You'll get there one day. You just need to, the more you practice, the better you'll get. And the more you study, the faster you'll get it. So keep working on it. You'll get there one day. I'll get there one day. Let's all be study buddies, help each other out. We're all gonna do it. We're all gonna be fluent and awesome, and yeah. Also, I wanted to add, if you're not comfortable with messaging strangers on HelloTalk, HelloTalk can also be very useful for other reasons. Although the main purpose, which I really recommend, is to talk to native speakers, you can use HelloTalk in other ways. There is a translating function on it that works very well. It works a lot better than Google Translate. You can also post questions on HelloTalk. You can also post questions on Hi Native. It's a different app. Maybe I'll do a video on that too. But we're talking about HelloTalk right now. Stop going on tangents, Katie. So HelloTalk has very good translating feature. You can also post moments on your story on HelloTalk, and you can ask like questions, and people are super snappy with the replies. Like, I'll post a question, next second answer. The community is very attentive if you have any questions. Another thing, if you don't even want to like use that function, you can read other people's posts. A lot of people on there love taking photos, so you can look at tons of different photos of Korea. People, when they go on holiday, they'll go to like Jeju Island. I know I'm mispronouncing it. Give me some credit. I'm just still learning Korean. But like they'll go there on holiday and they'll post tons of photos and then you get to see it. Or they might write a post in Hangul and then you can read it and you can speak it and practice. So that's why I think HelloTalk is a really great app. You guys should download it. You should try it out. I am not being sponsored for this at all. Obviously, look at my subscribe count. Why would they ask me to do it? Maybe I shouldn't say that. I'd recommend it. It's a great tool. It's a good thing to use for practice, for pronunciation, for writing, for reading. It's a super awesome tool. I'd recommend getting it. If you have any questions about the app, just let me know. Comment below. If you have any comments about the app, again, comment below. I would love to read it and maybe someone else might find it useful. I will put my HelloTalk ID username in the description if you want to message me at all. Again, I am learning with you guys, so don't ask me something too hard because I probably won't know it. I'm sorry, but you know, if you just want to chat and say like annyeong and talk about your likes and dislikes, and if you want to say nice to meet you, I got that. I got that. Or well, also if you have any questions about Hangul, diphthongs, double consonants, hard consonant. Why do I keep wanting to say continents? It's not continents. Consonants, 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 consonants. Super focus. Or sound change rules. Hit me up. I know those things. I can be helpful a little bit. Be my study buddy. Subscribe to me, like this video, yada yada yada. Thank you so much for watching. Have a very nice day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.